Hey, buddy, look up in the sky. We're going to be checking out the Superman trailer today. We're going to expose all the Easter eggs that you might be missing out on, and we're going to be checking it out right now. Like and subscribe and share this content if you like it, and please don't hesitate to come to our streams to see Cosmic Theta Theater 2117, my Mystery Science Theater 3000 show, and where we riff on movies and have a great time doing so. May the power protect you. Look up in the sky.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview.
Okay, so we're going back already. So we see Lex Corp towers up here in the top. We see the bridge that goes in between the two towers. Down here, if you zoom in, this looks like Bob's Bat boats or something like that. This might be where Batman stores his boats. I don't know. It might also just be a nod to Bob Kane. But yeah, I don't know. This looks pretty cool, though. I like the set, I like the scene.
Being serious right now?
Yeah.
I do like Lois Lane. She looks really like I imagine her to be in the comic books. I think that they got a good actress to play Lois Lane in this.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
You see that high pitch, like, sure. Yeah, he's still in the Clark Kent mode. Obviously, we're going to be getting the fact that Lois Lane knows that Clark Kent is Superman from this scene. I've already watched this once because I wanted to get the details so I could point them out to you. If you look down here, there is a photograph of Lois in the written in the clouds. Obviously, Superman had written that in the clouds, and she took a picture of it and framed it. Lord Tech. Maxwell Lord is a villain in the comic books, and I think Lord Tech is going to be a technological rival to Lex Corp, and obviously they're using a Lord Tech microphone here.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
And that's a little nod to the Richard Donner movies, because in the Richard Donner movies, they really had a knack for getting to know what a real journalism room was like, and they wanted to give a little nod to Cronkite, which was a famous journalist. So,
Superman.
Miss Lane.
and there goes the drop in the octave. This is when he turns into Superman for the interview as they hit play.
Recently.
This is a Lex Corp ship, obviously. There has been some kind of damage to this building here after a battle with Superman. And Lex Corp, Lex Luthor in particular, is a complete asshole. And he hates the fact that Superman has all this power. And he's coming in to save the day, if you will.
You've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of fire,
it's a lot.
In this scene right there, where he throws the can at him, in the original trailer, he blinked because naturally, if you get a can thrown at your head, it's gonna make you surprised and you're going to blink, even though you're trying not to. They edited this scene to make it look like it didn't even phase him whatsoever, which is cool. I still don't necessarily like the pick for Superman. I like him as Clark Kent, though. I will say that. I think he plays a good Clark Kent from what I've seen so far. Superman, I haven't seen something that really sticks out.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
That's Robert Flagg, Randall Flagg. No, not Randall Flagg. That's a Stephen King. Flagg is his name, though. He's the Secretary of Defense for the U.S. government.
That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
And this is Bolivia, Bovia, some country like that. There's obviously a war going on there, and yeah, that's what he's referring to. This scene right here, I don't understand why he has to hold up his arm to block it from his face. But I guess his hair and his eyeballs are a little more sensitive than the rest of his body. I mean, I guess it's just a natural reaction. Not a big deal, just something that I guess I would nitpick on. The suit's cool. I like the suit. I don't like necessarily the face of Superman though. See right here, there's Jimmy Olsen. I think Jimmy Olsen was cast very well. He's very nerdy. Yeah, I think that he was cast very well. Lois Lane was cast very well. The newsroom looks extremely well done for the Daily Planet. I'm excited about the scenes, the settings. I think they did a really good job picking the sets and making them feel real and lived in.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect.
And I don't like the way that Superman's just so narcissistic sounding, almost cocky. That's not how Superman should sound. He should sound confident, but not cocky. And he sounds kind of cocky in this interview here. Yeah, I don't really necessarily like that.
You illegally entered a country.
This is Ultraman. It's not necessarily the Ultraman, I guess, from the comic books, where he's from an alternate, he's a Superman from an alternate universe. This one is more, I guess, I would assume that it is a creation of Lex Corp to battle Superman. He probably has kryptonite laced suit, something like that, to be able to battle Superman. Maybe enhanced like a Mazo or something like that, but it's definitely Ultraman because of the U on his chest. And this character over here is apparently called the Engineer. She has a nanotech suit that she can kind of do what Tony Stark does with his suits. So she's definitely going to be a threat.
This is how you're going to be?
I'm not the one.
Yeah, this is how you're going to be. Oh my God. I mean, it just sounds like so whiny. Like this is just such a romance drama. I don't know. He just sounds like such a crybaby here. I'm over this scene already, and this is supposed to be 12 minutes of the movie. 10% of the movie is Superman whining about him not being interviewed correctly. If you look back at the Richard Donner movies, the contrast to the interview scene that Lois Lane gives Superman at that point, if you look at Christopher Reeves in that scene acting as Superman, giving that interview, you'll see the contrast in the way that he acts as opposed to this Superman. He's acting whiny, he's acting cocky. This just isn't the Superman that I know.
Being interviewed, Superman?
Yeah, and that was Ultraman shoving Superman's head in the ground. Obviously, there's some kind of kryptonite involved there to make Superman so weak to this character.
With the press.
And Lex Luthor is just sitting there, just smug as hell. He's just loving what he sees. Yeah, and that, just, oh my God, give it up. Just stop already. This acting, and I'll say this is where I still think that he's acting as Superman, even though he's dressed as Clark Kent. This is him as Superman, and that's what pisses me off. If this was him pretending to be Clark Kent in this scene, I would be all right with it. But this is him playing Superman, being interviewed as Superman, and he's just a whiny little, you know what?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for.
I wasn't representing. Oh my God! It's like nails on a chalkboard to hear a Superman whining like a little baby in this. This is obviously a scene from a fight with either Ultraman or the Hammer of Bovia, which is the country that the war is going on in. I don't know if Lex Luthor created the hammer to battle Superman and make Superman look bad, but we'll see in the movie. The hammer is a character that was created just for this movie. They didn't use any actual characters from the comics for that character. They just pulled them out of thin air.
Problems around the world.
And a domino effect where a bunch of people are going to be really seriously hurt, if not killed in this event right here. This is not how Superman or the Justice League handle situations.
And doing good.
This is a representation from comic books, from all sorts of stuff. It's a one-for-one shot from comic book scenes, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, they have to throw this kind of stuff in just to show, you know, Superman is doing what he does for the greater good, trying to save the innocent children and things like that.
I would question myself in the same situation.
That's the Hammer of Bovia. And what makes me think that he is a creation of Lex Luthor is that he is made to be pretty much exactly like Superman. And he's made to stand out with this gold armor. He looks like the Juggernaut, but he has heat vision. This boardroom in here, a little Easter egg that you might have missed is this is Chacos. This is Martian Manhunter's favorite little snack, which is the DC Universe's version of Oreos. So they were having a meeting for the Chacos Oreo cookie.
And consider the consequences.
People were.
See that scene right there? He looks pretty cool.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider
Right there, he looks pretty cool.
the consequences.
The Hammer of Bovia looks pretty cool, and then you can see that there's these drones. Obviously, I thought at first that this was Mr. Terrific's spheres, but this is actually Lex Luthor's drones following this fight around to show Superman in his worst light.
People were going to die.
Another little whiny Superman. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with that. Boom, right there. Okay, so this, I had to really kind of zoom in on this, but look over here. Here's birds, here's planes, and then Superman. So it's kind of like a little Easter egg nod to the whole line. Oh, look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman coming, falling down and crushing the earth beneath it. If you also look at this sign, it says Moore, which is a nod to Alan Moore, which wrote a bunch of Superman comics and actually wrote The Watchmen, too. And then a guy comes and helps him up to kind of show him that there's still people that care and want to see him help.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here. Obviously, there's a point to this. He's trying to distract whoever he's fighting at this point, whether it be the kaiju, whether it be the Hammer, whether it be Ultraman, or Starro, because Starro is in here too. Spoiler alert, we're going to get to it. But it's a distraction to keep from these people from being hurt. So he's dragging the fight up high so these people in the building doesn't get hurt. Here's a little nod, obviously, to the Richard Donner Superman movies. This is how the Superman movies started, with this blue and red. I think it looks beautiful, honestly. There's nothing bad I have to say about this. I think it looks great, looks fantastic. Go with it. Lean into it harder. This is my favorite part of the entirety of this trailer, and it'll probably be the entire movie from what I've seen so far. I don't like the fact that there's Green Lantern and Hawkgirl and Mr. Terrific. There's just so much crammed into this movie. I don't think we're going to get a good Superman movie. I think it's going to be, we're already getting 10% of the movie just being an interview and an argument where Superman is whining and just being a little baby about everything. But this part right here, the Fortress of Solitude, looks chef's kiss amazing. I absolutely am in love with the way that they held true to the Richard Donner Fortress of Solitude. It looks fantastic the way it comes out of the earth like that, with Kryptonian, the way that we imagine Kryptonian technology from the comics and the Richard Donner, Christopher Reeves movies. This is what I would go see the movie for. This is the electronic suit from the engineer, the woman that has that suit. We get a better shot of her butt right here, and the suit is more what I'm looking at. But well, maybe both. But yeah, this is where we see her and what she can do. And Crypto, of course. Why do we need Crypto in this movie? That's just another character that does not need to be in this movie at all. And then the robots, though, that's cool. I like the fact that Superman has his robots in here. It shows that he's been Superman for a while. This isn't an origin story, which kind of sucks because you kind of need a small little origin story to show the growth of the character of Superman and how he's come to live with humanity. Obviously, we're starting with Lois Lane already knowing Superman's identity as Clark Kent. So we're kind of in the middle of his reign as Superman. Not reign as in like a dictator, but like his his adventures and stuff, protecting Metropolis and the world from evil and things like that. But Lex is obviously still very insecure and trying to defeat Superman. But this shows that he has these robots to take care of him whenever he needs, or to take care of the Fortress of Solitude when he doesn't have time to. And Lex is just walking through like he just, he knows that the engineer is just going to take care of everything. And then we got Miss Tessmacher. She's back from the original Christopher Reeves movie in the back. Choices. And Crypto's kicking ass and taking names. Not, obviously as much as Crypto can do. And here is breaking out. We've seen this shot before, but if you look, this reminds me of Cabin in the Woods, but instead of monsters, well, I mean, I guess you can call them monsters, but they're all meta-human type entities that Lex Luthor has encaged, basically. And this is the kaiju that Superman is flying in to save. And if you look up here, this is William Reeves, I believe, which is Christopher Reeves' son. And I think that's pretty cool that they got him to play a part in this movie and show some love to Christopher Reeves. So that's another part of this movie that I think is pretty damn cool. Actions. And this is a battle back here between, I believe it would be Guy Garner, obviously with the green, and then probably a character named Cersei. I don't know much about her, but the pink is what gives that away. It could even be not Carol Danvers, Green Lantern's Star Sapphire. It could be Star Sapphire. I don't know. But the pink and the green, that's Green Lantern, and Star Sapphire or Cersei battling in the background. I don't know why Superman's just standing there not helping, but yeah.
That's what makes you.
And then we get a flashback with Jonathan Kent and little Clark.
Who you are.
And Mr. Terrific coming out. Looks pretty cool, but I don't think that he needed to be in this movie. Maybe the sequel, maybe later on down the line. But this is a Superman movie. We really need to focus on liking this Superman. I think that's where they're going to fail, is they're not going to give enough time to actually caring about the Superman character, because they have too many characters that they're trying to fill the time slot with. Superman. And I don't like Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor either. I'm sorry to be such a buzzkill, but he's just not intimidating. He just looks like a little kid pretending to be Lex Luthor. I don't know why they chose this this actor. He just looks like a little boy. It's yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I do like the Kryptonian technology that they took back from the Richard Donner universe. If you see these little crystals in here, you'll see that that was the original technology that they used in the Richard Donner universe of Superman with Christopher Reeves. That's how they store memories, store data, and stuff like that. So I really enjoy that they use that. And that's why my favorite part of this movie so far is the fact that they use the Fortress of Solitude to its maximum potential.
He's not a man. He's an
This
it.
that right there is Metamorpho in the background right there. He's kind of like absorbing man, but he doesn't need to touch anything to turn into that element or cement or water or anything like that. He can just turn any part of his body into whatever element he wants. So right here you see green. They put Superman in here with Metamorpho, obviously, to keep Superman depowered, because that's green kryptonite that he has created on his left arm right there.
Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
And here we go. This is the Justice League as we know it from this movie. Guy Garner played by Nathan Fillion. Hot Girl, forgot who plays her, and then Mr. Terrific sitting in his invisible chair with his T-spheres around him. But Nathan Fillion, why can't I get a good shot of Nathan Fillion with that light? Anyway, Nathan Fillion plays Guy Garner. We'll get a better shot of him in a minute. This is Bovia. Bolivia. This is fighting in the baseball field. I don't know baseball, so I don't know what stadium this is, but it just, this part right here, right there, it chopped off a little bit of Superman's hair. So if you remember in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, Lex Luthor cut a little bit of hair to make Nuclear Man, which there's a symbol on the hammer of Bovia. I think that's a nod to Nuclear Man. I think the hammer of Bovia or of Bolivia, whatever the country is in this, I think that's a nod to Nuclear Man, because the sun symbol, I can go back to it actually and show you if I can get there. Right here. See this star right here? That is the star of Nuclear Man from the 1990 movie. Maybe, yeah, somewhere in there. Anyway, it's the Nuclear Man symbol. So this might be a nod to Nuclear Man.
Except.
And this might be Metamorpho as well. This blue parting of the sea, if you will.
That.
Lex Luthor is not happy here, obviously.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them.
And here's Ma Kent. Not too bad. I think that she might be kind of a good actress in this. Yeah, I don't mind seeing Ma and Pa Kent in this movie. I think they might be playing good characters, just like I think that he might be playing a good Clark Kent. But we'll see.
For you.
And there's the kaiju, and there's William Reeves again, Christopher Reeves' son. I think that's cool that they keep giving him some lines and some screen time to give a nod and some honor to Christopher Reeves' legacy. And this right here is what people are talking about. If you're a Green Lantern, the construct does not need to be directly connected to your ring. Your willpower is what connects you to the construct that you create. So everybody's saying, oh, it's not, that hand isn't connected to the ring. It never needed to be. In the comics, you can create whatever you want. As long as your willpower is strong enough, you can create something from behind somebody and surprise attack them. So this whole scene right here, it's just showing that Guy Gardner's kind of an asshole, because he is. In the comic books, he's an asshole. So yeah. And here's Miss Tessmacher in the age of selfies with the Hammer and Superman fighting in the background, getting a selfie in right here. And Superman just taking this, Lex Luthor just taking a big old sip of coffee right in Superman's face, because he knows that he can't do anything to him. And see, here's Metamorpho. This is when I would imagine that he let Superman out. I would imagine that bright light when Superman punches through the glass, I would imagine that he's creating sunlight, UV light, to recharge Superman, because he's convinced that Superman is a good guy at this point. So he's basically creating UV lights right here to recharge Superman. That's what I believe. And then right there we got, I don't know what this is. This might be Apocalypse. There might be a mother box involved, something like that. But here we get a this might be the Omega Beam from Darkseid. Who knows? We'll see. I think this is pretty interesting, and we'll wait to see. And there's the bots again from the Fortress of Solitude healing Superman. A little kiss. Got to have some romance with Superman and Lois, even though he's a whiny bitch in this. And there we go, the ends. I do like the transitions and the bumpers between the movie, the intro, and then the bumper for the Superman S at the end. The way that they portray the credits with the red and blue lights, it's very Richard Donner-esque, and I really do enjoy that they did that. That right there. I think that looks amazing. I think that looks really cool. The S is very Kingdom Come Superman, but this obviously isn't Superman when he's like 60 years old, so this isn't necessarily Kingdom Come. It's just a design choice, but it looks pretty cool. It looks different than what they've done before.
You have a dog?
Yeah, you have a dog. Why did you bring him in this movie? He's just there to get some key jangling going on. Like, oh, we got a dog in this movie. Get your kids to go see it. This is he is cute. He's very, I'm not going to deny that, but Krypto doesn't need to have a role in this movie, especially when 10% of the movie is going to be bickering in an interview and Superman acting like he's just a little cocky, whiny bitch boy, basically. And we'll see it in July 11th in theaters, filmed for IMAX. I'm sure this is going to be one of those movies that they are planning on making a ton of money on, but we will see. We will see, because I think they might have shot themselves in the foot on this one, but, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. So we'll see you in the command center. See you there. All right, so if you like this trailer, if you like the Easter eggs that I pointed out to you, then leave a like and leave a comment down below. What was your favorite Easter egg that you didn't know about before, but I enlightened you and kind of showed you some little secrets that you may not have known about? If you did like this content, please share it out to as many people as you think might enjoy it. If not, just leave your dislike, anything, whatever you want to do. Thank you for checking out the video though, and giving it a chance. And if you did like this and you want to see more of it and you want to recommend something to me, leave it in the comment down below. Do you like Krypto? I want to know if you like the fact that Krypto, Hot Girl, Red Tornado, or Mr. Terrific, I get them confused. and Guy Gardner are being in this movie. Do you like that? Do you think this should be more of a Superman-based movie with an origin story, getting you to like this actor and character before actually diving into an entire universe? Or what do you think? Leave it in the comment down below and share it out. Like, subscribe, become a member, and check out Cosmic Theta Theater 2117 every Sunday, where we watch a new movie and riff on it just like Mystery Science Theater 3000. So check it out, and may the power protect you. End of line.